Hello and welcome to my video review of the Transformers Unique Toys Challenger, aka the Age of Extinction and or the Last Night Optimus Prime. So, here he is in his truck mode, and I gotta admit, it's probably the best looking truck mode that I've seen out of a third party, company that's attempted to make this kind of figure. So you can just bring him in and look at some of the details. It's got a nice chrome grille, which mine is heavily scratched because I've had this for probably a little over 2 years now, and since these pieces become the bottom of his feet, yeah, they're gonna get scratched, unfortunately. But when I got them out of the box, they were pristine. But besides that, he's got more chrome bits up here, and his rims, those are also nice and chromed. And, you got some die cast, which, yeah, it has some yellowing, but when he's in his robot mode, you can't tell. Got the really nice flame deco. I really do love how it looks. Got some flames back here, and you come to the back, and it looks really nice. I mean, this is all closed off, and, I mean, yeah, you can see, robot bits under there, but I mean, what do you expect? It's not going to be perfect. So, but like I said, out of the pictures that I've seen from like the upcoming Toy World, and I believe there's another Optimus Prime or Age of Extinction: The Last Night Optimus Prime coming out, which I can't not for the life of me remember the name of it. But if I remember correctly, from the pictures I've seen, none of their truck modes look as good as this. So, out of all of them, this one has the best truck mode, in my opinion. Oh, and Alien Attack. They had one too. Again, I still like this truck mode better. But, it has a nice deep blue and, the red. And it all looks just really, really nice. And, if you look underneath of it, yeah, robot kibble. But what do you expect? And, honestly, for this kind of figure, this isn't the worst thing ever. I mean, the only really thing that you can see is his feet. I mean, yes, that these are his legs, and his crotch panel, but it still really isn't that bad. So it's pretty good for what, he's supposed to look like in the movie. As far as accessory-wise, he comes with his sword, which I think looks absolutely beautiful. Get camera focus. Yeah, there you go. You have all that nice Cybertronian symbols. And just overall, the detail on this, I got a little bit of paint scuffing, but that's alright. But just the cat hair. There you go. But the nice metallic red and blue, and just overall, the sword really does look very, very nice. I absolutely love the way that the sword looks. And also, of course, you get his shield, which has that same, metallic red around here and throughout here, which again, I think this looks beautiful. And you can open it up to show his barrel, or of his cannon, and you can store these in vehicle mode. How you do that is you flip up this piece, which, come on, and you close the shield, and then you take the sword, sheath it into here, and then you come around to the back, and the port right here just tabs into the trailer hitch, and the end of the sword will go into here, and that's how you store his weapons. It's not the most elegant thing, but what do you expect? It's it's storage for a modern Optimus Prime figure. That's what you get. Oh, I almost forgot. He also comes with his little dagger that he almost killed Bumblebee with. Yeah. Again, nice detail on it. Looks really nice. It's got like a metal flake finish to it. And I have Sharpie on my finger, but it looks really good. And how to store this is you just pop off the shield. That just tabs in. There is a slot right here or a tab right here and a slot right here, and you just tab it in, and it doesn't look too bad. And the last thing for his vehicle mode is if you come to the doors, he actually has opening doors, which I have to... both doors can open Usually I gotta get a tool to get in there because I don't have fingernails, but... Oh, come here. But his doors do open, which doesn't affect the transformation whatsoever, which I think is really nice. So, yeah, he does come with more accessories, but those are more for robot mode. Well, everything's for robot mode, but you get the point. It's other stuff. So, but let's get down to the transformation. And for being the Knight Optimus Prime, the transformation is actually very simple. I have never had any issues with it. I don't think it's hard at all. It's, like I said, just very simple and straight and to the point. So, for the first thing you want to do is you just come to this front and you want to split it. You just split it down the middle and you bring on tabs from here. You just bring those out to the side. Bring them out. You know, then flip these panels down. And then you want to untab. Oh, let me bring it around so you can see. This section right here, the wheel well, tabs in right here. You want to bring that up and then swivel this around. You then want to bring his foot out, bring this piece down, rotate it, and you just kind of want to bring it out at the same time. And then rotate this section to the side, bring his foot down, and then you want to rotate this piece to the back, and then the grill piece will just rest underneath the foot. And yeah, you can see why it's all scratched, which does suck, I will admit. I don't know why they keep doing that. The Masterpiece Optimus Prime does that. The Revenge of the Fallen Leader Prime does that. They keep putting the grill on the bottom of his feet. But either case, moving on. And then you want to take this back section, untab that. And then, well, what do you want to do next? You want to, well, first before I actually do anything, you want to come underneath, flip these sections up, and then untab his legs, like so. I'm going to then bring them down, flip out this panel right here, bring the leg down, and then what you want to do is you just kind of want to compress everything. So this piece comes down here, then this section tabs in like so, and you bring it around, and then this tabs in, you bring up his foot, and then there you have a leg all done, which looks pretty good. So same thing on this side, you just kind of want to bring it down, bring that down, untab that, bring it up, tab that in, flip out that panel, bring around that, tab that in, set that down so I can bring down and bring up his foot. You want to rotate it that way, put the foot down, rotate the grill section around, which is going to get stuck on me. There we go. Bring the grill up. And there you go. You have his legs all done. And then you just want to bring up this crotch section like so. And let me raise the camera so you can actually see what I'm doing. And you just sit there. Bring this up real quick if I can figure out. Let me raise that up. Alright, so now what you want to do is straighten all this out, make sure that is all tabbed in, bring this down, then you want to come to the front and split that. You just want to bring this out to the side, bring that out, come back to the front. You then want to flip this piece, bring that forward, lift his head up, bring these pieces, collapse them in, and you want to make sure that this is pulled out, bring that down, and then you can, then you can pull that down so you have something that looks like that. So bring that down. Then for the arms, so you want to take this door panel, or this entire side panel, and just collapse that in like so, bring that down. And when you're doing this, make sure that this section right here is laying flat and not at like an angle. Which then, oh wait, nope, I'm missing a step. You want to take these pieces right here of the smokestacks and bring them up to the back so they look like that. Alright, so now with that done, you can bring this section in, and you want the windshield sitting inside. So you want this piece sitting inside of there, like that. See how that's kind of, you know, like just wedged in there? And you want to bring this out, bring this up, bring that out again, and then his arm, tab in right there. So we'll do the same thing on this side, just bring this over, flip that down, bring that, tab that, oh, well, come on. So you gotta get it lined up just right. Let me make sure, yeah. So you then bring this in, make sure that is in there, flip this down. So you have something that looks along the lines of that. So that way, you want to make sure that these pieces are also just kind of like tucked down, so that way this rod can fit into there. So just make sure that that's all situated. Kind of straighten his legs out so I can get him standing. Alright, so now what you want to do is take this section, bring this up, and it'll just rest neatly right there. Bring the head down, tab that in. Then you want to bring his pecs around to the front, and that tab will go into that slot and secure everything into place. You want to then bring his arms down, rotate the shoulder piece out to the side, rotate, I'd bring this down for clearance, bring that out, rotate all the way around, untab the arm. Then this piece right here is on a spring, as you can see, so in truck mode it springs out like that, and for robot mode you want it in like that. So you just compress it in, rotate his underarm down like so, and then you want to tab that in all nice and securely, and then you bring his hand down and just orient it like so, and do the same thing for this arm. So bring that down, rotate this up, bring that down, rotate that around, straighten out his arm, tab that in, bring down his hand, get them all situated right here, and there you go. There is the Unique Toys Challenger in his robot mode. And I gotta say, for one of the first iterations or first tries, this is a really nice looking robot mode, especially, you know, for such a design like this where you don't really see any truck bits. I mean, it's really clean. Yeah, his calves sure are maybe a little too big, but I mean, like, come on, it's not perfect, right? Bring it around to the back. Very, very clean and movie accurate backpack. I mean, you can just see how flat that is. And I love these little pieces right here. Just add, you know, that amount of detail. Overall, a very, very clean design. So we bring him in, get a nice look at some of the details. Got that head sculpt, which looks really, really nice. At least I think so. Then you have all this bronze and gold. That is a repro label. I did stick that on. Come to the arms. So all of his joints like this, and even his hands, were done in a very drab color. Here, I actually have a perfect example to show you. We're done in this white yellowish plastic, which obviously doesn't look that good. So what I did was I did take a silver Sharpie to his fingers and to the joint in there, and even to the base of his neck. I did that too. So just to make it look a little bit better, or well, a lot better, because having it that yellow, you know, that whitish yellowish color is not very good. But overall, very, very clean design. I love the gold paint here and the red paint. Overall, I absolutely love what they did with this figure. Even his butt flap, that's even accurate. I mean, come on. His arms do have a little bit trouble staying tapped in, but overall, very, very, very nice design. So as far as articulation goes, his head could do a full 360. It can clear all of all of these pieces in here. The arms can do a full 360. They can move out. This piece right here, that's on a ball joint, so you can get that to move out, so you can raise his arm up all the way, and even if you move this out. Sorry about that cut. My cat kind of knocked something over, so that wasn't good. But like I was saying, if you can move his shoulder pauldron out of the way, you can get that, and you can get his arm to raise even higher, which is really very, very nice. He's got, let me get that back. He's got over 90 degrees bend on the elbow, and you can kind of move that down. Doesn't really fill in the gap, but that doesn't bother me too much. Wrists are on a swivel, and he has individual articulated fingers. Well, these three are on one hinge, and then you have a bend at all of the knuckles. Same with the thumb. Got bend at the knuckles. Very nice. Waist. He does have a waist swivel, which can do a full 360. He also has an ab crunch, which is very, very nice. Legs can go in and out. This is on a spring, and it does move out of the way. They go forward that far. They can go back that far. Actually, I'm pretty sure that, yeah, they can go even more forward. Knee, 90-degree bend at the knee. Toe can move up and down, and he does have a full ankle tilt. So the posability on this guy is very, very nice, especially, like I said, for the design and, you know, for what Unique Toys did with this figure, I think is truly just absolutely amazing. So as far as his weapons, he can hold his sword. Just bring that around. Can just tab, it just tabs into his hand via a slot and a peg. So that looks really, really cool in my opinion. And then of course for shield, let me fold this in real quick. Can hold his shield, it's just a peg and a port. Just put that on. And I think he does absolutely look fantastic with all of his weapons in hand, and for him to just ready to go. He looks, like I said, in my opinion, he looks amazing. So let me get all these off so I can show you his other accessories. Come here. Come here. Give it to me. Thank you. So as far as the other accessories go, he does have an alternate head, his Nemesis Prime head, which on both of the heads he used to have. He does have a light up feature, but unfortunately mine have either my batteries have died or they just busted. I don't know, but these eyes obviously lit up blue, and these ones lit up red, which looked really cool when it worked. And how that works is there's a button on the side right here, and it would light up his eyes. So you also have a changeable or interchangeable mouth plate for the Nemesis head, focus, for the Nemesis Prime head. And for this head, you have the no mouth plate. But I prefer him with the mouth plate. Oh yeah, you also have this. I keep forgetting about this because I never display it with him. But that just, this tabs into his hand. You just take that tab and it just slots into his hand. If I can get it in there. Yeah. So it just slots into his hand, just like that. Which actually looks pretty cool. So final thoughts on this figure. As I've said throughout the review, I absolutely love this thing. I highly recommend it. If you can get your hands on this figure, I say go for it. Do it. You will not be disappointed. At least I don't think you would be. He is very, very much worth it. I got him on eBay. I bought him for like $120, which I still think is really, really cheap. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.